Hello everybody, this is Jeffrey GT7 and welcome to the episode. In this episode, I'm going to be going back to a classic. It's going to be using the Nissan Fairlady 370C at Tokyo Expressway 600 with its engine swap. So in this episode, I'll be covering a step-by-step process on how to get the car, the engine swap, the parts you'll need from car customization, the setup, and of course the race itself. So hopefully this particular tune will help you out in Tokyo 600, and this particular build will also be a great build to be used for Le Mans 100 as well. So hopefully this helps out to get you more credits, and just in case if you're looking for a first win at Tokyo 600, then hopefully this car will help you a ton. So without any further ado, let's get straight to the episode. As you can see here, in order to get the Fairlady C from 2008 version, this is the one that we'll be using. You can actually get this car at, I believe, both the used car dealership and at Brand Central. We're going to grab ours from Brand Central. There's a stats right there, a little bit past 522 points overall, so you could technically upgrade this car without the swap with a very affordable price of 45,000 credits. Is the price tag of this car. To me, personally, it's more one of those cars you can get right off the bat in the game. Very easy to get, and also with those stats. Next step, of course, is going to be the wide body added to the car. The reason I did that is because to lower the overall PP points, as you see though, right at the top of the screen. That's why I got it. And this for this particular engine swap, it's going to be this one right here. This particular engine swap is going to cost you about 600,000 credits, but it's going to be well worth it. As you can see by looking at the stats of the car, it is seriously is going to transform it. And not only that, but since it's not yet close to 600 PP points, we can still technically put a couple more upgrades onto this car. Now, if you're curious on how to buy a particular engine swap, all you got to simply do is reach collector level 50 in the game. And if you're curious on how to check your collector level in the game itself, it's that hot pink, magenta, red number on top of the screen. And if you're curious, the engine from this particular swap is actually based off of that Group 2 GT500 2008 Nissan race car. Again, there's how you check your collector level on top of the screen, right up there. And yeah, now let's say if you're not yet level 50 in the game, you can always go to your house, go to tuning the shop where my cursor is pointing at right now. And once you actually clicked on the tuning shop, you'll most of the time might have some engines show up. And this is a particular engine you're going to look out for whenever you try to search this up in your own personal game file. Now, one thing to take consideration is before you actually select this tab, make sure you do not have the little engine logo beside the palette engine. That little symbol right there beside the palette engine just shows that you actually have this currently on your car. So if you don't have this, then go ahead and click on the tab. But if you do have the engine swap already equipped, then there's no need to select it. Now, again, if you don't have the engine already equipped, just select it. And of course, there's a paragraph telling you what will happen if you do add this swap to your car. And of course, it'll show you to your left the price tag, and on the right, it'll show you the changes that will be added if you do the swap. What you're going to do, you're going to ignore all this and just simply say install. And after you click install, it'll ask you one last time if you really want to go ahead and do this action. You could just say yes. And just like that, you'll be able to use a free swap in your personal garage if you do have that engine for that car, just in case if you'll save some credits or if you're not yet level 50. And that's basically the two methods of a swap method. Next thing we're going to be covering is, of course, going to be the livery I'm using for this race. And here it's right here. You can simply just search up the hashtags, or you can simply do this instead. If you guys like to follow me in the game, here are the instructions right here. Just go to showcase, search my name up, click on a car with a livery, which is a custom style, which I do sometimes build. Click on my profile picture, click on the user page, and then finally click on the blue follow button. And just by doing that, you'll be able to follow me in the game. That way you have to go to my news feed for any liveries that will help you out. Now, the reason why you want to follow me in the game is that way, just in case if you do pretty much follow me in my YouTube channel and want to see some of my liveries I do showcase in the game itself, I'll have them added to my newsfeed. all you gotta do is just, go to my newsfeed and I'll have that livery right there rather than just having to manually search them up. So here are the parts for this particular livery, just in case if you don't want them. I did a little bit of changes. I did change out the rims. So just go ahead and just copy those options. The front bumper is going to be in fact type B. Same thing for the side of the car. The rear bumper, I did change it to type A. Make sure you do that as well. For the wing, make sure you set that to custom wing set. And then for your final part for this car, it's going to be rook cage type C. And that's going to be it for all the parts you'll need from car customization. Now let's move over down to the last category, which is going to be the setup build for this car. As you can see, we got our new swap to the far left. The main build, not too complicated. Sport hard tires, fully customized differential. As you can see for the downforce, there's numbers right there. You're going to have to have a lot of rear downforce on the back of the car, and then just 4 points of downforce for the front. Fully customized manual transmission set to 340 kilometers, and that's going to be pretty much it for this first part. So just make sure you just copy the downforce, which is pretty much the most crucial part of this build, and that's going to be it. For the part of the back side of the page, all you see here is just basically rate reduction stages 1, 2, and increased by rigidity, and that's literally it for this tune. So there's not really a whole lot of parts added to this car, just simply the fact this swap itself is the majority of the upgrade for the build. So what we're going to do a little bit differently here in this race is we're going to be showcasing this in a replay mode. Now, one thing is, don't be afraid of this. If you're just curious, if you're wondering if there actually is a pit stop required, the answer is no. So that's why I did it like this, just be a little bit different for this episode. And I would say the car overall generally felt pretty good. The handling felt pretty smooth considering having low front downforce and low rear downforce as well. I would say potentially the red flags about this particular build will have to be the acceleration, I would say, and not being able to have a turbo. That's probably the two things I can think of. Other than that, the car handling was pretty good. The speed is decent. May not be as fast compared to the other cars, but the main big side of this swap is going to be the fuel. With us having a Group 2 engine, it's going to be pretty much a huge game changer when it comes to the fuel mileage. So just in case, no pit stop required for this race. So for us, we're right now looking pretty good when it comes to the general overall time for this race. Now being able to make a pit stop, that's going to save us easily around 30 seconds on average, I guess, or somewhere around there. And for this particular first 2 laps, we just had to fight our time. We had to avoid the Porsche right there. And yeah, I think just the lack of acceleration and, maybe a little bit of the weight too, with it also being natural aspirated, was kind of the reason why it was not really much of a real big hitter when it came to acceleration or being up to at least within P3 or P2 at the end of the first lap. That's the reason why it really was not, not a big heavy hitter. The average lap times, if you're curious, I was doing for this car was around the 210s. So give or take, that could be fast enough against the AI if they're set to possibly easy mode or normal mode, and if they're probably racing by themselves. Now, if they're packed very close to each other, then yeah, you're going to be losing that battle. But luckily for us in this race, everybody was kind of well spread out, especially the front 2 runners. Now, if they were running close to each other, then that would have been quite a problem. But then again, once everything cycled out through the pit cycle, then we would have still taken the lead in this race. So it just took me a little while, longer than usual, just to get to the front, which was a little bit irritating, to be truthful with you. I thought I'll be up closer to the front than I was in this particular instance, but it's one of those cases where the engine swap could be either a good thing or a bad thing depending on what car you put it in, and the results might just vary differently. But apart from that, at least the good thing about the swap build is that the handling itself was actually pretty much decently smooth, so that was a good thing. If the handling of the car was pretty sour, then it would have been a double-edged sword Luckily for us, we're going to go ahead and get P3 about the halfway part of lap 2, and then we're going to go ahead and fast forward to way longer later in the race, which is going to be all the way to lap 5. So that's basically the lap where the NSX comes to its pit road. And as you can see, we've already in P2, we actually are hitting purple in that last sector. We're going to get ourselves another pass made before the halfway point of lap 5. The car, once again, felt really good. The tires were holding up very nicely too, which is also a big bonus. And as you can see here, we're going to get ourselves aligned in this corner. We're going to make a move right here, take away that racer line from the Honda, and just like that, we're going to go ahead and take the away the lead of this race and pretty much run away from it, everybody else. After the lead was made, or the pass was made for the lead, we're going to go ahead and fast forward to lap number 9. It's going to be our official hot lap of this race. I do have this set on the front bumper cam, so if you're more than welcome to stay behind, see what the car is capable of doing around this track, and I'll be right back to finish up the rest of the race. Alright, so as we finish up the rest of this race, the car itself did very well. We were going to manage to finish up this race at around 26:18, which isn't too bad for either a swap or a particular stock engine build. So I know there's some cars that can beat that time, but if you do have the engine swap and if you do have that particular car, I recommend giving that a shot. We did manage to get the clearance bonus, and that's going to be it for the episode. For the next episode, I've actually had a recommendation to use the Mercedes-Benz E190 Evolution. I've actually done this car before. I believe it was also requested to be a swap build. And I'm trying to figure out if it was either a Tokyo 600 build or a Le Mans 700 build. So I'm going to be doing this in the next episode. I'm looking forward to it. I would recommend to go ahead and grab that car. It's already in the Legends car dealership as it is. So yeah, looking forward to it. Until then, I'll see you guys later, and take care. Thank you again for watching today's episode. Hopefully this particular tune has helped you out in Gran Turismo 7. If there is a particular build you'd like for me to try out, or a different race, car class, whatever it is, you're more than welcome to put any suggestions down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to do them. So, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, why not go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well? It would be very much appreciated. Also, leave a like and share it. If you know somebody personally that is struggling to get a win at Tokyo Expressway 600, then you're more than welcome to share this episode, and hopefully it will help them out. Until then, I'll see you guys later, and have a great rest of the day, or night for it might be, and be safe.